Welcome, salutations, respected all sadhakas for the Lord in you, for the sincere, serious pursuer of Paramatma in you. 11 Vyaktitvas. 1. Lokasevanam. Second, Sanatana Dharma Sthapanam. Third, Viragitvam. 4. Bhaktatvam. Fifth, Shishyatvam. Sixth, Mumukshutvam. Seventh, Jignasutvam. Eighth, Shrotrutvam. Ninth, Sadhakatvam. 10th, Parishrami. 11th one, Prerana Yukta. 6 sources of blessings. Parabrahma Anusandhana. Ishvara Sharanagati. Jagannatha Prarthana. Devatagana Upasana. Gurugana Vidheyata. Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa Nirantara Adhyayana Anusandhana. With these 11 plus 6 in our mind all the time, there is a chance for us to really truly grow spiritually. We are into the study of Sri Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, biggest Grantha, Vairagya Prakaranam. We are seeing, we are into 26th Sarga. In this Deva Durvilasa Varnanam, we are seeing. In this, Sri Rama Bhagavan keenly observed, unbiasedly observed, and therefore he could understand the bitter truths that are in and around the whole universe or creation, especially human beings. And he is honest and daring enough to present all of them, not only in front of the gurus, but all the students of the Shastra, challenging them. Can you study this? Can you understand these things? Can you accept them? Do you have the guts after this understanding acceptance to change your orientation of life by being viragi towards the world and pursuing only the eternal, immutable, birth, death, changeless, pure self alone? This is a challenge in front of us. And while revealing all these things, another benefit done to us is because we are understanding all of them, we prepare mentally to receive and accept them, those which we are not in our control. That also reduces the pain, dukkha in us. Let us see what today's portion is. Few shlokas we have studied yesterday and day before. Let us continue. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsa Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyo. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakyataha Sarvasat Shastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Apadam Dhataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sriramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane. Om Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam Valmikir Simhasya Kavitavanacharinaha Shunvan Rama Kathanadam Konayati Parangadim. तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे. विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं. तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः. पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य आचार्येभ्यो नमः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषि मुनिगुरु देवता दर्शन अनुग्रह तेषु उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपराणां भक्ति ज्ञान योगादि मोक्ष मार्गाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण समस्त विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक वृन्दानां संस्थानाम् आश्रमाणां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन निवारण द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ सेवा साधनानां द्वारा समस्त विश्व मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारेण विश्व संरक्षण पूर्वविवृद्ध्यर्थं भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरे ये शत्रवः तेषां सर्वेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणं प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभाता भासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अतः षड्विंशः सर्गः। श्रीराम उवाच। Friends, what is presented here is the things that happen inevitably in the life of all human beings. Little adjustments here and there we can do, but then totally these inevitabilities cannot be avoided. The only way to avoid them is totally change our orientation from being worldly samsari purely to being spiritual seeker, seeking the eternal. There is no other alternative. So yesterday we were seeing in our 11 and 12 shlokas. Whole day we have seen these two shlokas only yesterday, in which the position of indriyas, position of the mana, position of the ahankara, position of the buddhi, position of the kriyas, all of them are put in front of us. naked truths, bitter truths for us to scrutinize, see the truth of them, and see what way we change ourselves for our own, what you call the moksha, etc. Mm. So, what about first thing? The indriyaha, shatravaha cha indriyani ava. Indriyas are shatrus only. Why? Because of them, satyam asatyatam yati. Because of the identity with the indriyas and involving in the indriya vastus, the satya vastu, as if never there only, we behave like that. In our life, the satya becomes asatya, non-present only. And because other than satya, everything is asatya, the indriyas and indriya vastus, we by being in them just create only continuous miseries to us. Because how can the asatya give us satya ananda and shashwata ananda? That's why indriyas to be understood as shatravaha. Same indriyas, when we use them in the pursuit of satya through bhakti or jnana, they are the mitra. So, Shatravahacha Indriyani Eva. So, it is in our hands to recognize presence and power of Indriyas and tone them, mold them from being Shatrus to the Mitra. Yesterday we have seen exhaustively, so this much meaning today. Second, Praharati Atmana Eva Atma Manasa Eva. Because of the mind, the self kills itself. So I am killing my own self because of my identity with the mind. Again, same. Mind by doing the kalpana of the non existing things or imaginary things, making me run towards them. The real Atma in me again is killed only because I am not becoming aware of it for many, many lives together. Till in one of the life, the Guru comes, he teaches, and we listen to him. Till that time, Atma eva praharati. I kill my own self because of my slave to the mind. Therefore, what is understanding? Mana eva ripuhu. Even the mana also, such one which takes us toward the imaginary projected world is a ripu. Again, same mana when it is used to go toward the self, to the extent it can take us, then it is bandhu or mitra. Otherwise, ripu only. Again, we have to recognize it, we have to see, to change ourselves, our mind, from the killer of the self to the revealer of the self. If we are not aware of it, we only get destroyed. So, praharati atmana atma manasa eva. Therefore, manaha ripuhu. Indriyas mana dealt with or explained. How seriously we take it, how really make use of this knowledge, it is absolutely subjective. The immature ones listens and leaves it here and now. The matured ones are the ones who carry this knowledge, contemplate on that, understand and accept the truth in that, then does the needful. The needful is mana used only for Atma Prapti Marga, not for any of the projection of unexisting and creating variety of non-positive relativities in the mind. Third one. Ahankarah kalankaya buddhayah paripelavah kriya dushpaladainyah leelah stri nishtatam gatah. Ahankarah kalankaya. The ahankara is only the kalanka. Kalanka is for what? For the pure Paramatma. That the divinity beauty of the Paramatma. As Sachidananda and having all the divine qualities, when that Paramatma is allowed to express through us, all of them are covered by this dark dot or spot of Ahankara, which identifying the Upadhi only seeks the outer things. While doing so, it commits all the negativity sins in troubling the world. In this way, the Ahankara becomes Kalanka to the Atma. So to myself, as a Sachidananda, I have to live a liberated life. And such Sachidananda Paramatma, when it expresses through all my upadhis, it expresses as the love, the compassion, the service, all these things. But when the ego has become predominant, it first hides my own Sachidananda Atma. That way, Kalanka, because of this ego, identifying upadhis, seeking the fulfillment through the upadhi, it just becomes tyrannical to the world. Therefore, that ahankara is Kalanka. तो व्यवहार के लिए लोक के लिए भी दुर्मार्गता के कारण it is a kalanka. For myself also kalanka, because when the aham is predominant, the real aham, the pure self, is not allowed to manifest. To ahankara kalankaya explain. Examples, all of that you are wise enough to think about. Then buddhaya narayana paripelavaha. So the buddhi, its abilities, discriminations are not again for the self. It is only to differentiate the world and to in the world only choose the wrong things. That is how the buddhi, its capacities of discrimination and decision making are for the unwanted, non-positive things only. Therefore, the buddhi is pale paripelava hai फिर भी उसका as if it is not there at all. So buddhaya paripelavaha. So indriyas are talked about, mana is talked about, ahankara is talked about, the buddhi also is talked about. Paripelava buddhi means people are using their buddhi so much, only in discovering or in deciding, in obtaining only those things which bind us. अब उस बुद्धि का क्या जरूरत फायदा है जो फंसाने वाले चीजों में हमको ले जाता है या ले आता है उन चीजों को. That is the meaning of buddhaya paripelava. And what is the correct buddhi? Which one is deciding about Paramatma and only making us pursue him through meditation, through study of Shastra. That in Gita called as Dhruti Gruhita Buddhi or Vyavasayatmika Buddhi in different chapters. Buddhaya Paripelavaha. We are thinking, we are deciding, we are acting, but all of that is taking us away from divine only. Then next comes a Kriya Dushpala Dainya. So either we do the Dushkarma, therefore they give the Dushpala, called as Naraka Ityadi, or even though we do the Kriyas, but the Phala given by them is Dukkha Rupena, that also little Phala only they give. The Kriyas giving Dushphala. Dushphalas are two. One is Dushphala is Naraka and Dukkhadi. Second is Dushphala means Dukkhena Phala. Means what? Lot of work you do, but what Phala comes is so temporary. Isn't it? That is the meaning of Kriyaha Dushphala Dainyaha. And last one very deep it is Leelaha Stri Nishtatam Gataha. So the two meanings of that is what? The real, what is that? Leela Stri Nishtatam Gataha. One becomes the slave to the Stri or that person's abilities, talents of so many Leelas. He has just given up. His only one Leela is with the Stri. So yesterday we talked about in another angle, more importantly, Stri is not Stri women, Stri is the emotion. All the emotional attachments only have become leelas. The intellectual understandings have totally gone away. So, stri nishtatam gataha means emotional nishtatam gataha leelaha. No intellectual, no spiritual. You know? Like, EQ was so much discussed. Then slowly IQ में आ गए लोग. Now they are talking about even SQ. EQ is emotional quotient. कितना है इस बंदे में? That was a parameter to measure one somebody's 20, 30, 40, 50 years back. Slowly the IQ they started. Intelligence quotient. It is little higher. Now slowly it started SQ. The spiritual quotient kitna hai is bande mein. So the meaning of Rama saying Leelaha Stri Nishtitam Gataha means what? His EQ only is more emotional than intellectual and zero bankrupt in the spiritual regard. Only one who is paripakva in the spiritual vision, that is all human qualities for the world get expressed, then divine virtues inside get manifested. for serving the world, himself also evolving. SQ has to be improved. If at all in today's world something is most urgently to be given because of its deficiency, inherent to every human race is humanity everywhere is the SQ has to be brought. Very, very important. The true sense of SQ, not again fanatic SQ, where 60, 70 countries they are just funnily in a different manner the SQ में होते हैं. The real true SQ we are talking about. Intellectual SQ, depending on the Guru Parampara, Shastra, Adhyanam, Ityadi. And intellectual, it is all logical, etc. Now, this is how Indriyas are talked about, Mana is talked about, Aham is talked about, Buddhi is talked about, Kriyas are talked about, and the Leelas also talked about. Leela means has got lot of abilities, talents. So all of them are either used as a slave to a Stri physically, true direct meaning, or all his Leelas are only emotional type. I gave you example yesterday. Every of the movies are only emotional nonsense only. There is neither intellectual nor spiritual. Little intellectual were there few years back where the movies were brought for establishing some social values, individual values, the concern for the nation, concern for the others. अभी वो कम हो गया बस इमोशनल एसक्यू वाले भी थोड़े मूवीज है in the rescue spiritual movies also, more is emotional only because the directors and all, they have not studied the Vedanta pure, nor if they include that, the public will understand and they appreciate. That's the example of what is the meaning of Leelaha Stri Nishtatam Gataha. Up to this, yesterday we saw. Now we go to next sloka number 13. In that Bhagavan says, Vancha Vishayashalinyah Satchamatkrutayah Kshatah Naryo Dosha Patakinyah Rasani Rasatam Gataha. तो वांछा विषयशालिनी such a beautiful quality God given to us is the desire. Because the desire and necessity are the beginnings for any great, grand, glorious inventions. But this quality of desire, if it were to be the Lord, if it is for the universal development, if it is for the entire humanity's happiness, that Vancha would have brought such a renaissance that the whole world will become Swarga only. But what's happening to the Vanchas? Vishaya Shalinya. The Vanchas are only for the Vishayas. So the Vishayas are less, but the desiring people are more. Therefore, less only get those which desires, others get disappointed. So then, after a what do you call the patience level is crossed, saturation point is transcended. Those who are disappointed because they are not getting the Vishayas, they turn to be the terrorists or the thieves or aggressors, so creating all chaos. Now, make the Vancha, as we said now, universal brotherhood. Share what we have with the whole world and the Dharma and spirituality. If these are the Vanchas in us, not the Vishayas, how beautiful the world would be. But who is promoting this? Whole world has become Vishaya Vancha only. भोग 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 साइंस का जो कुछ भी तरक्की हो रहा है वो केवल भोग के लिए हो रहा है isn't it? And we are becoming slaves to them. And then competition in that with each other, killing each other. Vanchaha Visheshalinya is a very powerful thought. Bhagavan Rama sharing, which we are seeing so effectively now. Effectively means so powerfully affecting or working in the universe. At least you and I should change our vanchas from the Vishaya, towards Vishayas to towards Paramatma. Just now only close the eyes and see what is the heart and heart desire of ours. Vancha. परमात्मा दर्शन के लिए है क्या? परमात्मा प्राप्ति के लिए है क्या? धर्म जीवन के लिए है क्या? To live life of values है क्या? To bring that peace and happiness for the entire universe है क्या? अगर if that is the vancha, then we are not Visheshali. Our vanchas, they are divine, they are noble, they are human. They are good, they are required for the universal goodness. But if the vanchas are Vishayas, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Bhoga, then because of us, the nature is destroyed, the other living beings are destroyed, mutually we destroy each other and we kill ourselves also. सब नाश कराता है ये विषय. That's why in all Shastras, Vishayas are compared with more terrible poisonous than the black cobra. दोषेण तीव्रो विषय कृष्ण सर्प विषाद. कृष्ण सर्प के विष से भी तीव्र है दोष में विषय, क्योंकि स्नेक का पॉइजन विषम निहंत भोक्तारम will kill us only when the snake bites or we consume it. But the Vishayas, just look at them. Drashtaram chakshushapi ayam. These Vishayas, the moment the person sees them even with the eyes or listens with the ears, enough that destroys that person's all decency, dignity, spirituality, or human life, human qualities. That is why Vishayas are Vishasamana. But we are having vanchas for the Vishayas only. The education system is like that. The whole world is like that. We have to shift that one. In your own control, whoever are there, your children and grandchildren, उनको विषय माइंड में से विषय के जगह सद्गुणों को, सेवाओं को, धर्म व्यवहार को, डिपेंडिंग ऑन वन सेल्फ, little of desha bhakti, little of spirituality, all these we have to induce. If this we are not doing, only providing to them all the Vishayas and inducing in them Visheshalini Vanchas, the terrible enemies we are for them. And in their any of doing negative, even destroying themselves because of Visheshalinita of the Vancha, the Papaka Hissedar, we the elders also become. If you get children, you have to make them their vanchas not Visheshalini but the Dharma Moksha. Here Vancha Visheshalini means the person living at the Arthakama Purushartha level, not Dharma Moksha. If one has children, he must teach them Dharma Moksha more than Arthakama. If he cannot do that, better don't get married, don't get children. It is better. Instead of giving a dushta santati to the jagat, better not give anyone. If you are not deciding in advance that my children will be dharma moksha purusharthi, not the arthakama slaves, if you can't decide, better don't marry, don't have children. पहले ही सोच लो. In today's morning class also, we were seeing in Valmiki Ramayana such topics that in our company, in our managerial level, one Pandita who has so wise wisdom and love for the nation, having them is better than 10,000 Murkhas who are appointed in various departments on the name of reservations. आज सुबह के क्लास में धमाकेदार टॉपिक श्री राम जी. Throughout Rama in his Rajaniti Dharma, talking only one thing: give positions to those who are qualified, who are eligible, who are true, not because they are belong to some caste or creed or religion. Reservation की बात नहीं करते राम जी. No, if we talk about Rama Rajya, then follow Rama's way of living. Rama gave value to the merit, importance, not like today. The merit is crushed under the iron feet of the government and all, and the non-meritorious are given in big positions on the name of reservations. They were meritorious are going to other countries. And these fellows, yaad rakhna, when you give reservations, because of that, two distractions you are doing. One, the already qualified, anyway how much ever qualified, they are not getting opportunity, they stop becoming qualified. So killing the intelligence, you are doing like that. Second, the other fellows without doing anything, they are getting reservation, so they also will not learn. So the total country is destroyed. Now government cannot change the reservation system because power की बात हो गई है अभी. Then those who are suppressed because of no reservations, they can't raise the voice because they are in less number. Who will listen to them? Now, the third category left are those who are demanding, seeking the reservation. Their minds have to change. They should become manly and say, we hate and kick out these reservations. We don't want them. We will also become meritorious. We and our next generation may not become competitive, but the next to next generation of our own life also, people also become equivalent and meritorious. उससे क्या होगा? The non-meritorious also become meritorious. Already meritorious is getting opportunity, he becomes more. When the whole country is filled with those people of highest merits, abilities, intelligences, every department में, every चीज में भारत grow करेगा. Should we not think in these lines correctly? So we are talking about vancha vishaya. Let us not create our children, next generation, विशेषशाली. मेहनत कर, उसके हिसाब से जीना. Then next one is what? Sat, because of this, Sat Chamatkritayah Kshataha. Sat, Sadvastu. And Sat is truthfulness, honesty. And the Chamatkara, the beautiful togetherness, joy, which that both Sats give, they are all Kshataha, they are God destroyed. That's what I said now. सत चमत्कृत क्षता मीन्स व्हाट? क्षति हो गया, नाश हो गया सत का, उस वो सत करने वाले चमत्कारों का. द चमत्कार ऑफ द सत इज इट हील्स ऑल द वुंड्स, इट गिव्स द रिलीफ फ्रॉम द पेन. इन सत्य होने सारा विजय है. सत्यमेव जयते नानृतम सत्येन पंथा विदतो देवयानः येन आक्रमन्त ऋषयो ह्याप्तकामाः यत्र तत् सत्यस्य परमं निधानम्. वी हैव स्टडीड इट इन मुंडकोपनिषद. सत चमत्कृत है कथा, बिकॉज द सत विषय वांछा वाले हम सब हो गए. वो द सत जीवन इन अ ऑनेस्ट लाइफ, द नोबल लाइफ, द इंट्रोवर्टेड लाइफ, द लाइफ ऑफ मास्टरिंग द उपाधिस, द लाइफ ऑफ कर्म योग, भक्ति योग, ज्ञान योग, अष्टांग योग, ये सारे गए हैं. सत चमत्कृत गता. सत का चमत्कार जो है शाश्वत आनंद देना है. दिस इज द अल्टीमेट सत. द अदर सत ऑफ bringing the people together, making them trustworthy. Do you trust a person who is asatvadi? You yourself may be asatvadi, but the other is asat, you can't trust. And if it's asat ut hen hina. But our people in this place select such people only for 20-30 years as MP and अब क्या करें मूर्ख लोग. Anyway, so सत चमत्कृतयः गताः. सत का चमत्कार लुप्त हो गए हैं. Here सत चमत्कृत means the purity of the heart, the human qualities in us of pure love, pure concern, pure that kindness, compassion, the helping nature, सब गए. Where the love for human beings is replaced by the lust for material things. Understand how much ever scientifically that society may be growing, but it is only destructive. It is not growth in its true sense. They go together. वांछाएं जो विशेषालिनी होते हैं तो फिर सत के चमत्कार सब क्षय हो जाते हैं. चमत्कार मीन्स द सत, that which gives that beauty, the joy, the inexplicable thing. You know, is it not because of vancha for the Vishaya? The wife fights with husband, husband, wife, children fight with parents, parents, children, brothers, brothers, neighbors, neighbors. सारे विषय वांछाओं के कारण सत प्रेम जीवन छोड़कर एक दूसरे के दुश्मन बनकर मार नहीं रहे आजकल. But imagine a world where nobody has Vishaya Vancha. Everybody is satisfied with minimum things that are required for survival. And mutually helping, loving, and together sitting in front of the Lord, invoking His presence. What a chamatkara in that life of painlessness, dukkhalessness, doubtlessness, frustrationlessness, disappointmentlessness, no enmity, no killing each other. That is called as Satka Chamatkar. But Kshatim Gataha. So Sat Kshamatkrutayah Kshataha, they are gone. Because of Visheshalini Vanchaha. So Vancha should become Adhyatmika, not Vishay Sambandhi. Next one, Naryah dosha patakinyah. So you can say Naryah means na Aryaha. Nobody is living the life of the dignity of the maturity. And all of them is दोष पता किन्य है, दोषों को ही झंडा पहराकर झंडा के रूप में खड़ा पकड़ के खड़ा रख. So each one of them are competing with each other in having the doshas more. Stupid Janta also selects them only as MLAs, MPs. So one meaning of Narya dosha patakinya means because of the Nari asakti, all doshas human beings are invoking. This is a common explanation known to everyone. Therefore, the other meaning we are telling na Aryaha Naryaha means nobody is Arya, dignified, mature. Then what are they doing? Dosha patakinya. मतलब अपने पताका पे दोष ही दिख रहे हैं. No, today 543 standing for MP post. मतलब thousands of them. 543 सीट्स के लिए करीब 4000 लोग कुछ खड़े हैं या इससे ज्यादा. हाउ मेनी आर दोष पता कि देख लो. Some are the other papa crime. The cases are there in the courts. उनको आप कैसे मौका भी देते हो खड़े होने को. Whichever the party it is. First thing is what? Who is very clean. उनको मौका दो. वो काम पॉजिटिव करे ना करे, नेगेटिव नहीं करेगा. दैट इज मीनिंग ऑफ दोष पताकी. और नारियो दोष पताकी मीन्स the slavery to the women. Mind is totally occupied by the thoughts related. Therefore, the persons lose the dignity of human being and lose the responsibility duties that are to be done. So they become cause of living a life of dosha. So Stri Jugupsa Varnanam, the Sarga Visa, in that all these are there. Third one. Fourth one is Rasaha Nirasatam Gataha. That's what I already said. Rasaha means what? The real rasas of Jivana. They all have become Nirasa. The rasa means the joy. Joy in every relation. The rasa between, pure love between wife and husband. The rasa of the love between the parents and children. Rasa of neighborhood, rasa of mitra mandali, rasa of the siblings or brother sister. All those rasa. Where is the uncle rasa ajkal? Where is dadaji rasa? Didn't we have them earlier? How nicely the pota sitting with dada and doing his seva and dadaji telling him his good qualities. Nowadays the dada पीछे पड़ता है पोते का, but pota acts like really dada, gunda. He never allows the dada to come near. गया वो रस. Here the rasa is Matrudevo Bhava Rasa, Pitrudevo Bhava Rasa, Acharya Devo Bhava Rasa, Atiti Devo Bhava Rasa, Vruksha Devo Bhava Rasa, Nadi Devo Bhava Rasa, Pashu Pakshi. Everything is Devata Swarupa. Everything deserves my giving value, respecting, revering. This is called rasa here. ये सब नीरस हो गया. Some temporary Vishya Bhoga, ticklings of the Indriyas, to that having become slaves, the mind intellect lost the capacities of having these sublime noble rasas. You can add other things, the bhakti rasa, the yoga rasa, the jnana rasa, the dhyana rasa, the shastra jnana rasa, the upasana rasa, the upavasa rasa, the diksha rasa. सब नीरस हो गए. भगवान तब की बात करें त्रेता में. अब कलयुग में you may see 10,000 people attending a big function of some, let us say, spiritually seen. पर उनमें कितने लोग प्योर भक्ति रस में हैं and maximum are show off के लिए. And those who are with bhakti, have they understood which Lord's puja they are doing, what for they are doing? So there is no thing. सब शो ऑफ, सब कंपटीशन. तो उस टेम्पल में उतना बड़ा उन्होंने उत्सव किया, तब उससे ज्यादा करें. And people have plenty of black money, so they contribute. Then everything is वो पैराफर्नेलिया बाहर का होता है, अंदर ठप. इसलिए कितना बड़ा भी फेस्टिवल हो, अगले दिन देखा तो जीरो. Another best example is marriages. 2 करोड़ लगा के शादी करते हैं, इतना वो दिखावा. That is why the next day, if you go and see that pandal, even the family where the marriage happened, there is nothing like anything happened earlier day. अगर रियली रसयुक्त किया होता तो 10-12 दिन वहाँ शादी में हर एक पूजाएं, उपासनाएं, अलग अलग चीजें होते रहता हुआ सारे लोगों को वो विवाह का रस मिलना चाहिए. Or the rasa of any of the utsava spiritually we make. So what is the meaning? Therefore, Rama says is things have become formality के वास्ते more than seriously. है ना? गणेश चतुर्थी आ गया, अब 10 दिन लगाएंगे, चिल्लाएंगे, खत्म. नवरात्रि आएंगे, something is done. There is no rasaswadana in that. And people have gone for the other bhoga rasas so much. दैट्स वाई ये सारे टेम्पल पंडाल खाली खाली रहते बस. हाँ, जिस दिन भोजन का अनाउंस होता है, यू विल सी एवरीबॉडी स्टॉप कुकिंग एट होम, देन दे कम टू द टेम्पल, नॉट फॉर भगवत दर्शन रस बट द भोजन रस. वी हैव सीन दिस 100 टाइम्स नो, व्हेनेवर वी गॉन टू यज्ञ एंड अनाउंस करो कि सत्संग के बाद भोजन होगा, इतने लोग आएंगे, वो भी भोजन के टाइम, नॉट सत्संग. रियल द शुद्ध सात्विक विषयों का रस नीरस हो गया. It is you and I again have to restart all of them. First, we give up all the bhautika bhoga rasa and let us enjoy the yoga rasa by sincerely doing it for a few lives. Then, becoming stalwarts, masters in that, let us show to the world the real rasa is here, not there. तो भगवान राम जी का सत्य का खोज भी और उनका आक्रोश भी, all these things you can see in that. So वांछा विशेषालिन्यः सत्य चमत्कृतयः क्षताः नार्यः दोषपदाकिन्यः सारे रसाः नीरसतां गताः. Now the next shloka, 14th one. वस्तुतया ज्ञातं दत्तं चित्तम् अहङ्कृतौ अभाववेदिता भावाः भावान्तो नाधिगम्यते. So vastu avastutaya jnata. देखो what an important thought. The vastu, the reality. The vastu, the substratum. That is avastutaya jnatam. It is being considered by the people as if such substratum, such a truth, such realities not at all there. What we see outside the name and form, they are alone real. तो वस्तु अवस्तुतया ज्ञाता मीन्स नास्तिक लोग बढ़ गए, रियल वस्तु को देखते नहीं, उसके ऊपर सुपर इम्पोज को रियलिटी मानते हैं. सो वस्तु अवस्तुतया ज्ञातम, वस्तु का जिक्र ही नहीं. नॉट अबाउट जनरल पीपल हु नेवर अटेंड सत्संग. यू एंड आई हु स्टडी शास्त्रास एवरी डे, सुबह दोपहर शाम, फ्रॉम डिकेड्स टुगेदर, हाउ मच इन आवर माइंड द रियल आत्म वस्तु परमात्मा वस्तु इज देयर थ्रू द डे. द टाइम एंड डेप्थ which we spend in remembering the real vastu kitna hai. And you and I, the so-called spiritual people, the avastus only we also think as vastu only. जो आध्यात्मिक क्षेत्र में रहने वाले ही वस्तु या परमात्मा का निर्लक्ष्य या नेग्लेक्ट करते हैं. What to talk about the भोगी नास्तिक. वस्तु अवस्तुतया ज्ञात मतलब people behave as if no truth, no reality. It is from pure Vedanta Tattvajnana point. A little lower step में देखा जाए, they live life as if they are everything and they are independent, so arrogant they are not considering the presence of the Ishvara, Paramatma, the Srishti Sthiti Layakaraka, and the one who is the giver of phala to our karmas. ऐसे भगवान का हम इतने बेइज्जती कर रहे, केयर ही नहीं कर रहे हम उनको. That is the meaning of vastu de paramatma ko avastutaya jnata means totally neglecting, living life as if such a God is not at all there. Here you can put the list of everyone. The parents are the vastu. We have to respect them. But avastutaya jnata. So too the upasya devatas, the adhisthana devatas, they are all there, but avastutaya jnata. And karma phaladata Paramatma is there. He is watching, observing. बट वी आर सो एरोगेंट, वी डोंट वांट टू लुक एट हिम, हम करते जाएंगे पाप। भगवान भी देख रहे हैं, घड़ा जब भर गया, ले जाए इसको नरक में, डाल दो उस तेल में। Finally, the absolute Vastu, the Sachidananda Brahma, it is never observed. Nobody wants to recognize it or reach it. आप और हम इतने साल शास्त्र पढ़ पढ़ के थोड़ा सा ऐसा कोई सत्य है, तत्व है, वस्तु है, लिटिल बिट वी आर कमिंग आउट ऑफ दैट कोमा एंड रिकॉग्नाइजिंग द प्रेजेंस ऑफ दैट। कोमा में है हम भी अभी भी विथ रिगार्ड टू परमात्मा। यस्याम जागृति भूतानि सा निशा, या निशा सर्वभूतानि, है ना समझ में? जो महात्मा जिस तत्व को जागृत होते हैं, अबाउट दैट तत्व वी आर लाइक इन लिटिल बिट coming out of coma unconsciousness, again going back in the class. In that 1 hour, 2 seconds we come out of the coma, means become aware of the vastu, the truth. The remaining whole 1 hour of class, the speaker also speaks all nonsense, and it adds to the already existing nonsense in our mind. The vastu taken as vastu is never reminded. वस्तु अवस्तु अज्ञात एवरीवेयर। कोई पूजा होता है, कोई मंदिर में, पंडित जी को बोलना चाहिए, वो बोलने नहीं तो बोलता नहीं, क्योंकि वो सुनते नहीं, और सुनने वाले नहीं तो खुद ही पंडित नहीं जान रहा है, इसलिए वो नाम के वास्ते पंडित हो रहा है। हु इज दिस गॉड, व्हाई ही हैज कम हियर, व्हाट इज गॉड, व्हाई यू हैव कम, व्हाट पूजा आई एम डूइंग, व्हाट इट रिजल्ट्स इन, व्हाई इज इट रिक्वायर्ड, ये नहीं जानना क्या? Pujari's दृष्टि is on rich, bhakta is coming to give dakshina. The bhakta's thing is what? भगवान को चढ़ाऊंगा तो भगवान इज लाइक एक विशेष मंत्र कि 100 रुपए चढ़ाओ तो 10,000 देंगे, ऐसे वाले भगवान ने मानकर आने वाले भी ऐसे ही आते। आई एम जस्ट गिविंग दैट एग्जांपल टू से एवरीवेयर वस्तु अवस्तुतया ज्ञाता मीन्स ए मेडिकल प्रोफेशन, व्हाट फॉर इट शुड बी to alienate the dukkha of the people. But is it not becoming the biggest scam in the whole world? The medical one, creating diseases to sell the medicines. That is the meaning of vastu avastutaya gnat. So to the education systems. Every of the thing, the real taste of it has gone away. Unreality is taken over. The original milk देखकर कितने साल हो गए होंगे, रियल उगा हुआ सब्जी खाकर कितने दिन हुए होंगे। दैट इज मीनिंग ऑफ वस्तु अवस्तु हो गया, व्यवहार में भी हर जगह पारमार्थिक। एंड द टोटल थॉट इज पीपल आर लिविंग इन द ड्रीम ऑफ टेकिंग अनरियल एज रियल, एंड फ्रॉम देयर माइंड्स और लाइफ द रियलिटी इज गॉन टू ऑब्लिवियन लॉन्ग बैक। दैट इज मीनिंग ऑफ वस्तु अवस्तु। मैं कहता हूँ ये सारा पोर्शन कलयुग के लिए 100% लागू है। भगवान Rama has said, Valmiki has written, and eternally goes on. The world is like that only. Next one is what? Dattam chittam ahankrutau. अब देखो, chittam dattam ahankrutau. The chitta and ahankara, they are going together. So whatever the ahankara says, does, chitta contains only those as vasanas, and all the chitta vasanas are only to propitiate ahankara, not to quieten the ahankara and allow the real aham, the Paramatma, to express. इसका दत्तम चित्तम अहंकार मतलब अहंकार के साथ विथ उपाधि तादात्म्य लिविंग लाइफ of karta bhokta and karma phala bhoga, and those things only are entering into the chitta as vasana samskara, and that samskara vasana alone are the ones which are prompting the ahankara to live life of ahankara, not spirituality. Tattam chittam ahankrutam. Every one of these thoughts are so powerful. We have to really thank Ram Bhagwan to clearly present all these things in front. So Dattam chittam ahankrutau, है ना, चित्त के वासनाओं के अनुसार अहंकार काम करता है. And when the aham is working as an aham with upadhi tadatmya in the chitta, those vasanas only are formed. No, they are very subtle discussions. Only 4-5% only we are discussing of each thought. Only that much intelligence capacities we have. या मुंह है चेहरा पढ़ने को, इससे ज़्यादा डीपली पढ़ने को खुद को ही हमको मुख नहीं है. Because all these faults and shortcomings are fully there in us only. दत्तम चित्तम अहंकृतो, चित्त तो भगवान को देना चाहिए, मतलब चित्त में भगवत रिलेटेड ही वासना सारे संस्कार होना चाहिए, बट ओनली अहम वाली ही है. The aham also should do sharanagati to the Bhagavan, but the aham acts according to the chitta vasanas. Thus, both chitta ahankara together, instead of becoming divinized, only it is living life of worldliness. That is the meaning in short of Dattam Chittam Ahankrita. Main meaning is told, the analysis you can think about. Next one, Abhava Vedhita Bhavaha. Bhavaha means all the objects, all the pleasures, all relations, all relativities. Bhavaha Vedhitaha are pierced and destroyed by Abhava absence. So सारे भाव अभाव से वेधित है. Means any bhava of the objects or feelings or attachments which are called bhava, they are veditaha, pierced and destroyed into abhava, disappearance. ये कुछ किसी के करने के कारण नहीं है, it is natural thing. Every vastu, every vyakti, every sambandha, every of the positions, they are all called bhava, they are all vedita, destroyed in time and go into abhava. अभाव के द्वारा वेदित हो जाते सारे भाव, मतलब अभाव हो जाते हैं, मतलब डिसअपियर हो जाते हैं. नथिंग इज परमानेंट. हियर लिटिल मोर वी से, even if good bhavas are there of love etc, they are destroyed by some or the other selfishness or ego which should not be there, therefore they are called abhava. Abhava means durbhav, bhava means sadbhav, vedita means destroyed. The sadbhavanas are destroyed by durbhavanas. So I respect my parents, but they have not given me the money. So that bhava of respect, because they have not given the money to me, is destroyed by this selfishness for the money. This का meaning of अभाव के कारण भाव वेदित हो गया है ना. You have a bhava for the guru, you went to study from him. He has just scolded one day because we did some stupidity. Every day he should scold us, but out of modesty he never does. Once he just finds it's going beyond, so he did a डांटना. अब बस गुरु के साथ गुस्सा हो गया अभी. Then that bhava of respect towards the guru gone away. So अभाव के कारण भाव का वेदन डिस्ट्रक्शन हो गया. So to honestly working in the office, get the salary, be satisfied. Always you are in the bhava sthiti. But desires increased, money is not sufficient, so you feel like taking the bribe. That abhava has destroyed the bhava earlier one of honestly working, isn't it? So to join the politics, bhava, what is that? Serve the country. But once you enter it, the power mongering, the name and fame mongering, the position, ये सारे अभाव जब आ जाते हैं, द रियल सेवा धर्म भक्ति वो फिर चोट हो जाता है उसका. याद रखना, कोई सेवा करने के लिए कोई पावर पोजीशन की जरूरत नहीं है. अब करते जाओ. इफ आवर डूइंग इज रियली जेन्युइन, भगवान विल गिव द पोजीशन, इफ नॉट दिस लाइफ, नेक्स्ट लाइफ. नेवर से आई वांट पावर टू सर्व. पीपल जस्टिफाई इन पॉलिटिक्स, हमको आपको सेवा करनी है, इसके लिए आप पावर दो. दैट्स डिफरेंट कैलकुलेशन, डिफरेंट थिंग इट इज, isn't it? Because if that's the case na, then everybody will have to be in the power to serve, which is not possible ना. हर एक बंदा पावर में तो नहीं हो सकता, but service तो anybody can do wherever they are. Service needs the service orientation, the inner that feeling etc. Keep doing it. Then if you are really deserving, भगवान will put us position में, वो position को लेकर फिर continue करो service. But in politics, we join for the power and the attention to serve the world gone country. There's a meaning of vedhita, destroyed हो गया. Vedhanam means like aprapatyena vedhavyam sharavat tanvayo bhavet. We know that arrow has to be shoot with very much alertness. That shooting the arrow is vedhanam. So here also bhav sare abhav se vedito. The basic meaning is what? Bhavaha means all the vastu sambandhas are abhava veditaha. They are necessarily subjected to abhava, disappearance and destruction. After this meaning is given, we have given the exhaustive other around meanings. abhava veditaha bhavaha. The last one, bhava antaha na adhigamyate. The bhava antaha means the end of all projected things. What is that? The substratum, the reality, the adhisthana. Na adhigamyate. Nobody is able to think about it, therefore never trying, never reaching it. Bhava antaha means Paramatma. Okay. Hmm. Bhava anta means the bhava means to become. Bhava means that which projected out of the Maya or avidya. Bhava ka anta matlab when all of them end, what remains is pure Paramatma. So here bhava anta means Paramatma. Bhava anta means our own inner Atma. What happened to it? Na adhigamyate. Nobody is interested in listening about it, contemplate on it, and reach out to it. इन सत्ययुग ऑल आत्मज्ञानी 1 or 2 थोड़ा अज्ञान में होते थे. इन कलयुग 99% are आत्मज्ञान who are Vishayi people, Agnani, only 0.01% they are trying to discover the self. भावों का अंतरूपी आत्मा को कोई नहीं जान रहा. So earlier one is abhavaha, abhava veddha bhavaha, abhava vedita bhavaha. वो विषयों की बात हो गई. इधर विषयों के परे परमात्मा को भावांत कहते हैं. दैट परमात्मा को नादिगम्य थे. Nobody is having the dareness, guts to pursue him, and even some are trying that abilities of viveka, vairagya, nishtha, shraddha. Nobody has got to continuously pursue till the Atman is realized. So this is how we have seen one shloka. Tomorrow we'll see तप्यते केवलम साधो मत ही आकुलितांतरा रागरोग विलसति देन विराग न उपगच्छति रजोगुणहता दृष्टि तमः संपरिवर्तते न च अधिगम्यते सत्वम तत्वम अत्यंत दूरता. See how beautifully Sri Ramji is talking. So by pausing at every thought level, understanding what's said by Rama, therefore what we have to do for ourselves, for our own transformation, and how we can contribute to the world for the positive transformation, we have to think, we have to become busy in this. The more people do this, the better it is for the society. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasa Purnamada Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. इतना काफी है आज सब्जेक्ट. ॐ न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चन्द्रतारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तु तस्य वासः नारायणं दासो ब्रह्मादिमङ्गलं ब्रह्मणं ये मे गुरुः. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. श्री योग वासिष्ठ रामायण की जय. बोल श्री समस्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता गण की जय. समस्त श्रुति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नम पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदिवरा शक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक की जय. मुक्त मोक्ष गण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. लेट आध्यात्मिकता प्रिवेल in the entire universal beings. Om.